All right. Yes. This time it works. So welcome back to the moth-hawk project, and today we're gonna be working on the leaves again. So what I figured out was that I technically burned my hand because of the hot summer, I believe 2 days ago, 3 days ago, so I should probably sit less on the PC because of it. Anyway, so no further ado, we're gonna be doing a bit here. So we're gonna do this bit right here. We're gonna fill this up with some lovely little tree leaves here and there. So we're gonna sketch this a bit up and then move onwards to fixing it up so that we have the full drawing on it. Or at least that's my plan at least. So I want this whole thing to be done. So probably I'm gonna be going here. So here, and then move this one upwards so that this one is actually done. All right, let's go. Yabba dabba doo. So yeah, today was actually quite a fun day. I had a lot of fun with the amount of stuff that happened. One of the things that happened actually was that that the train wasn't working when I went home. And I was like, all right, I can finally go home and relax and do nothing. And then, suddenly, hey, there is something on the road, so therefore we gotta get stopping by. And I was like, you know what that is, right? And then everybody was like, oh God, please, no. And then, the whole damn thing got delayed for an hour. And then we had to step outside and then go with the other train that came with the other train that came on the other time. So yeah, it was quite a fun experience, honestly. One of the most fun experience ever, because I was actually talking to people again. And talking to people is not my forte. And I know that because, I know myself properly. But yeah, I had a blast talking to people, speaking a bit, and then, talking a bit. With one person I was talking about the train, the other person I was talking about meat, and how to cook meat in other places and how they are, and how much better it is the meat than instead of my native country. So it's all fun and games, honestly. It's like, oh, you need to try this, and I was like, yes, you should try that. That's actually quite a good one to go for. And then he was like, oh yeah, that meat, phew, that meat is the best if you're gonna get it there. And I was like, yes, exactly. It's great, just talking about meat with a person. It's like, man, what have you been talking about? Meat all day. All right, well, that's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. I believe this is the right way to do it, right? Yeah, and then I don't have to do this anymore because I have that. Yeah. I'm gonna move this a bit to the side so that I don't have to worry about my hand getting burned all the time when I'm going backwards with the jaw. Because that's the thing that happened most of the times when I was doing the thing. So when I was doing this, I was constantly burning my hand with the small motions I made. Which is quite a problematic thing if you look into it a bit. So yeah, today I'm actually quite happy because tomorrow the new season of an anime is coming out, so I'm very happy and excited upon what I'm gonna be looking at. And yeah, that's a thing that I want to see because I'm actually quite looking forward to it. Yesterday I was been talking about dinosaurs. That was also fun. I talked with dinosaurs with Crow, so that's always great. With Crow, Blue, and a lot of more people that I will know. Hacks and done. Yeah. Great stuff. Honestly, the whole damn thing of just, doing the drawing. Also, good news. I found a thing. A thing. How do we describe this? I found out what I'm gonna be drawing tomorrow because I don't have enough time to do the moth-hawk Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What are the odds? But yeah, I'm gonna try to make another thumbnail. Why do I want to make another thumbnail? Because I wanted to do actually try to finally record a whole series. So I'm gonna be doing a recording instead of a live stream probably. Upon playing a hunting game, which has absolutely terrible AI. Well, and then you're probably wondering, like, but why would you do that? It's quite fun to play a game where you know that the enemy will find you and will kill you. You know, it's like playing a game where you know that it is actually a horror game instead of a goddamn hunting game. It's like I'm playing this game where I can kill dinosaurs, and then come to the sudden realization that the dinosaurs are actually killing you instead. It's like, yes, I forgot about that. The whole point about the game is like you need to gear up and then get towards and then try to find your way to get trophies, to level up, to get better loot and gear. But the worst thing is that the dudes that you're trying to fight are like the AI that is trying to come towards you is like very aggressive and very strong. They're very predictable, but they're very scary. It's like playing a horror game, like, you know, those spooky, scary jump scare horror games, but instead of a jump scare, it's a big giant T-Rex that's coming your way, being like, stompity-dumpity-dumpity-dump, and then he's in your face. And you're like, okay, I did not expect it to survive that bullet. And then, you know, you're like, numb. So that's always great. But yeah, I'm trying to do my very best here to not provoke too much of a muscle sore. But yeah. Also, I've been. I've watched the. Washed. There you go. Washed the tablet because I realized to the notes to myself on the third live stream that I actually needed to do that, and therefore I needed to do it. But I was too lazy to do it in the first place, so therefore I don't do it too many often. The main problem now is that, you know, since I have done it, I can now see things again, so that's good. Well, then it's technically not a problem now, right now. Alright. Alrighty. So yeah. Oh. Ooh. Maybe not the best way to do it. Oh well. And yeah. A lot of things happened. Like, you know, I'm trying to do this thing and then, you know, it's like 30 degrees outside, so it's like a very hot summer. And, well, you know, tablets in hot summer ain't gonna be working well. Especially if you then, you know, if you then at least do hard motion sensors, you need to make sure that you're not overheating yourself or overheating your hands because, well, you know, you're gonna get burn marks. Which can happen, you know, that's a tablet problem. Definitely not a paper problem. Paper problem is even worse. The paper problem is going to be literally, you see that drawing over there? Should be a shame if it got removed because you sweat too much. It's that kind of problem. So yeah. Yeah, great summer, but I rather prefer winter than summer. Honestly, one of the things that why I prefer it's because it's a little bit more colder and less problematic when it comes for certain things like this. But yeah, the amount of stuff I learned from, you know, just to draw fast, it helped me a lot upon improving upon my drawings. And yeah, let's try we can do this properly. I don't think so we can, but you know, we can always try. We can always try to do the job right, and you know, jobs right is always a good thing. There we go. And eventually, you know, since this is a background drawing, we also need to apply a blur to it in the end, and then therefore, you know, detail is gonna get lost anyway. There we go. So yeah, I hope everybody had a good day. It's already a week. Well, it's already a starting of a week. So you know, Monday is always a good time to start, and you know, you can never have a good Monday. You can always have a Monday. It's like, oh, that's so Monday. That's the best Monday. Honestly, the Mondays that are, you know, coming around these days, it's like, oh, is that a Monday? Please, I have seen worse. I have not seen better, but I have seen worse. So yeah, Mondays are always like very dicey bits like, what's gonna happen on this Monday? Tune in next week. And then everybody's like, oh god, no. And then you have that replay value, like you see that guy getting hit tripping on a tree trunk, getting hit on the falling down on the road with all of his baggage falling out. Oh, those kind of Mondays. Yep, those kind of Mondays. That's Monday. Doesn't happen on Tuesday or Friday or Saturday. No, just Monday. Just fucking Monday. You know, when you have an important business meeting and then you realize that the train has a delay. Oh god, that's just Monday. That only can happen on Monday, nothing else. This is why you always need to pre-plan if you ever gonna go on a business trip. Always plan not to go on Monday. Just make sure. Just don't touch Monday. It's a curse to maximum. It's curse maximus. There you go. Cursimus maximus. There you go. Yeah. Don't try it. Don't try it. Monday has the high ground now. Ah, good old-fashioned Monday. A week cannot be completed with terrible Monday, but it can be, you know, sometimes a little bit mild. And then, you know, you're like, ah, well, you know, it's just that kind of Monday. Oh well. It happens. Like the ice cream that you just took melted away before you could eat it. Oh, just typical Monday. It's only about Monday. Anyway, as you noticed, I updated the graphics a bit so that, you know, I updated the textures a bit. So instead of going only for shark tooths, I'm gonna go more for the leaf-like appearance on this bit, so that we can composite, for the lack of detail in the other one. There you go. Jeez Louise, was that a difficult word to speak out? Probably. It's not my native language, so yeah, should be. It should be. Alright. Mondays. It's like, haha, you're trying to speak a language that you had to learn manually. Well, good luck trying to pronounce it correctly. Yeah, good luck. Indeed. I see it like I just see like, you know, every single time I try to pronounce something, the man in the back of my eyes, like the man in the back of my eye of my corner of my eye, yeah, the corner of my eyes, like, I have a hammer. If you pronounce it wrongfully, I will make sure that you are remembering that kind of problem. And then it's like, ah, yes, I need to pronounce it with a T, not with a D, or I need to pronounce it with an A and not with an A, or an O, or an U, or an E, or an UI, you know, and then those kind of things. Pronunciations are quite difficult if you want to try to speak fast, but concrete and, well, thinking and drawing at the same time is always like a little bit of a wacky business. So yeah, since that we got that running, tomorrow I will be starting to do fitness again. So I'm gonna be trying to do a little more sportive activities instead of sitting in my chair doing absolutely nothing and just watching anime or doing anything else. Because, well, you know, 8.A, there is not a lot of anime that I want to watch. Well, there is coming up some anime that I wanted to watch, but not right now. So therefore, you know, I need to wait, and to wait, you need to pass time. So it's either gonna be pre-gaming, which is not as good for your health as you think it is. It's good for your mental health, but it's not good for your physical health most of the times, because, you know, you're sitting in a very different position than a normal person would sit. And I'm always a very lazy person, so I always sit laid down, which is even worse. Also, that causes a lot of issues, like neck problems, shoulder problems, chest problems, because of the muscles inside of the chest are hurting like hell if you're doing it wrongfully. And trust me, that will cause you to have a little bit of an issue with breathing as well. But don't you worry, you're safe. As long as you remember how to sit properly. By the way, I always forget. Doesn't mean you do. But yeah, that's why I need to go a little bit more outside, and I'm going to be trying to plan a fitness schedule. So I'm going to be trying to make a fitness schedule for myself, print it out, and then just, you know, follow the lines like, all right, I need to do this once, I need to do this twice, I need to do this 3 times or 4 times in a row, and then that will get me back into conditional better situation. It also will decrease the amount of problems I have, because I'm such a lazy bastard. I'm literally littered with problems most of the time. But yeah, need to do that. It's important because my body is not built for laziness. Sadly, my body is actually built to do stuff. Who knew? And yeah, for the rest, I'm not gonna be ignoring that. That would be a stupid idea. Also, but the good news is, though, I will be eating even more. So therefore, I'm actually doing quite good, because therefore I can do do cooking myself, and then, you know, make some more making a better portion for myself. So technically, if I would do the sporting, which I'm gonna be doing, I will have more delicious food. That actually is a very good motivation. Like, if you do sports, you can eat more of the delicious food you like. Huh? And then everybody will be like, but what is your delicious food? And then I would ask, like, well, I actually like rice. I really like rice, especially if I treat it the right way. The rice way. I really like if I put rice with some speck. So I like to put some bacon in it, and it will create that delicious aftertaste of bacon inside of the rice. So normally you just bake first, you bake the bacon, then you put the rice in the pan where the bacon was, and then you bake the rice a bit, and then you have bacon rice. Well, greasy rice, let's put it that way, which is very delicious. Then combine that with food that has been prepped with marination and soy sauce and a different kind of sauce, like, I don't know, sweet sauce, or whatever you like, whatever kind of sauce you like and apply to it. Then you have your bowl, so you put the rice inside of it, and then separate the food, and then put on the other side of the bowl. So one part rice, one part delicious food, and then you just be like manually putting it around, and it's like, oh my god, I can put some rice in it with me, and then like, yes. And then when you're hungry and you want more, you can just put more rice in it and more food on the other side, and then you can continue. Therefore, not leaving a biggie mess, and you make sure that you only use one bowl. Because normally when you are like, I'm full, and then, you know, you still have like some leftover the bull shenanigans that you need to make sure that it is not, you know, full on the rice bowl. So if you just, you know, make sure that you're putting the rice, the right amount of rice and right amount of food inside of on each side, you can either one thing is that you don't that way you make sure that the taste is not combined, and therefore you can combine the taste if you like, or you can eat them separately. Therefore, you have two different tastes, which are quite good combined, but also very good separate. Also, it will make sure that you not overflow the flavor. Yes, that's what I was looking for. You don't overflow the flavor with the rice and the food separated. Therefore, you can, if you notice that the flavor of the food is gone, you can technically, you know, refresh it by just eating some rice and then, you know, go again with the food. Which is quite a cool aspect, technically. I really like it. I really like the idea of it as well. Now look at that. We almost are done with the goddamn tree pot. Yes, I am. Alright. Well. It's such a strange thing to do, you know? Making a tree and then adding stuff to it. It's great. Um, 22 minutes. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I totally did not went on a bloody damn explanation why rice is amazing. If you didn't notice, I was explaining how rice with tasting works. So yeah, rice, one of my favorite kind of foods that you can eat very cheap and very easily. And one of those foods that I really like. It's one of those foods that I like to eat when I'm hungry. Also, it prevents, the fun thing is technically rice has a lot of amount of sugar inside of it, and lots of, how do you say that? God damn. Fibers. There you go, fibers. It also has a lot of fibers inside of it. The fibers are actually good for my stomach because I have a very terrible intestine system. My intestine system is inefficient. Oh, well, it's too efficient, therefore it's inefficient. And rice covers most of the problems with it. I'm not on a rice diet, no, you still need variety, and mom likes to cook a lot, and I like it. I really like when she cooks. So, yeah. But when I cook, it's rice. Because A, rice is easy to make, and 2, rice is very lovely to make. It's cheap, lovely, easy, and tastes good. Unless you're an idiot and you overcook the rice, then the rice is not good. The rice is actually terrible. But you know, that's a thing. That's a thing that can happen. I had it happen multiple times before I finally discovered how to goddamn cook rice properly. Jeez. I was such a dum-dum. Even though it's a very easy process. You just need to wash the rice, and then you need to cook it. Just to make sure that you wash the rice in in that tiny hole thingy. Vergiet. A pour through. Probably that's not the word for it, but now I'll go with it. The whole point of it is that, yeah, the rice is one of those easy meals that you can make. The main problem is that white rice is not very healthy for you if you create too much of it. Therefore, it's better to just go for a rice with some more fibers on it, like silver rice. It's not the best, but it's more. It feels better. It tastes better. Well, it doesn't taste better because it technically has that wheat kind of feeling towards it, so it feels more like grain than rice. But it does still keep the taste of. It does keep still taste within it, so it still holds taste. So that's good. But white rice does it better. Therefore, people normally serve white rice because white rice is easy and goddamn cheap. Well, it does have a lot of progress, but it's cheap to make for companies. Not like potatoes, and potatoes. Potatoes are cheap. No. They're technically very expensive. And aren't as good as goddamn rice. They're even worse if you don't cook them right. It's like, alright, you have a choice. It's either you're gonna poison yourself, or B, you have a very mushy rice. I'll take the mushy rice over poisonous food. Yes, good idea. That's how potatoes work. They are poisonous until you cook them. It's very strange thing to have. It's like, what do you want to create? I want to create potatoes. All right. Can you cook them? Isn't that not like using gas? Yes. Well, we don't have gas. Ah, good. I do like cooking on electricity. It's a very easy way to get the rice on the right temperature. It's like, all right, what kind of temperature do I want? I need 100 degrees. All right, 100 degrees will be done. Instead of overcooking it or undercooking it. Same goes with the vegetables that I'm always using. Normally I use always 2 times vegetables and 2 times 2 times vegetables and then 1 time food. 1 time meat. That's normally the go-to for me. It's like, all right, I want food, I want meat in it, but I also want vegetables. So if I put if I put 2 vegetables in it, then I can add 1 piece of meat in it. So it doesn't matter how much, it doesn't matter what kind of meat. So normally it's 200 grams of meat max. So 200 grams meat is 400 grams vegetables, but vegetables are decreasing in size when you cook them or bake them, so therefore, that's why you have that same thing. And the good thing about it is then when you have the vegetables and the meat in one plate, and you have them both on the same thing, you can treat them the same way as you would treat the meat. Therefore, they will have the flavor of the meat and not the flavor of the vegetables. Or well, they will have the flavor of the vegetables, but they will have more flavor of the meat in it. Therefore, creating a sweeter taste. And therefore, you can use them as the main way of how to get to good, delicious rice. I think that's the right explanation upon rice. Yeah. Right now we're trying to get towards the point I want to be. So we're going to be doing this. There you go. Now we're gonna go a little bit more quicker on it. That should be it. Of course, we don't want to leave too massive openings, but we do want some openings in there to create the feeling of, you know, variety in it. Whew. Did I make a mistake? I did make a mistake. God damn. Leaves, please. Stop being such a pain in the ass to draw. See, even I cannot make it this perfect. Oh well. Come on, come on. Alright. But yeah, it's a very hard thing to draw, you know. Just the leaves itself, it's always a pain in the ass to do because of how leaves function. And the more you do this, the more obvious it becomes. But since that I put a variety in the whole damn thing, it doesn't get obvious too much. Especially if you add the colors and the shading to it. And then when you add the blur to it, it even becomes less obvious to see that, you know, you slacked off a bit on the leaves itself. Because technically what people will see is this. So yes, this is like, you know, the bit that is a little bit more, you know, less entertaining to look at. But it's also the lighter part. Therefore it should be fine. I'm just adding some more shades to it so that it will not screw us over. Or me over at least. Oh man, it's hot. So let's add a color to it. So let's add first the natural color to it so that we can see how the hell it looks from the perspective of, well, from the perspective of the thing itself. So if we add this and then add a little more green to it, so like this, shut up a boom, and you can see, yeah, that will work. And we know that the plum is here, so we can add some more lining there. So we add some bit there. Well, not too much. So we need like this, for instance. No, a little more on the side like this then, right? Yeah. So we want this a bit to be here, and then we want some more peak right there, 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 and some peak right there. Now that we have that, we can add in the move tool to get towards the point that I want. So what do we want? Well, we want this bit to be a bit over there. And then we want this bit a little bit over there, but not all the way all there. And then this bit needs to be a little more blushed out, open, like so. This one needs to be going that way. And then, you know, that way. And this bit right here needs to be going this way. Alright, cool. Now that we have done that, we can add in the merge tool. And of course, this is not fully done properly, but yeah, it's I just wanted to see how it looks. Not too bad, not too bad. I already like what I'm going with this, so that's good. So like this Yeah, that looks decent. That looks decent. Nice. All right. Now that we have done this, we I'm gonna do this later on next time, but I have successfully done the thing that I needed to do this day, so that was technically just drawing the whole damn tree. And since that my hand is not yet fully recovered, I do need to put a break in this. Sorry about that, but yeah. We successfully drew the second bit of the tree leaves. So next time we're gonna be fixing up the colors a bit, and then we can start up with this big bush. So we're gonna do the big bush then. All right. I hope you all have enjoyed, and thanks all for watching. And I hope I'll see you all next time. Until then, I want to wish you all a lovely day, and bye!